Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
how are you?
Good. And yourself? How's it going?
Doing well, doing well.
Doing well. All right. Any
Uh,
requests for today?
Not for me. I like everything. I like stretching, core. So, the only one I have well, not only one, but one of the ones I have problems, as you know, is half moon. Crow, not
Yeah.
even, crow, not even, not even no chance.
But in the practice is how you can get it there,
That's
right?
right.
So
That's right. So I haven't given up.
well, we can do that today. I think, yeah, I had the in-person's canceled, so I think it's again you
Just two of
guys.
us.
So
Two.
yeah, it's another private for you guys. So let me
Okay.
know what I want to hear what you want
I'm
to
going,
practice, right? So we can
I'm going to have
focus
both.
on that.
I'm going to have
So
both of
yeah,
you.
we can practice on that half moon again.
Okay.
Um, and you said core and some stretching.
Yeah, that's, that's a possibility. But anything you decide is good.
Okay. That's fine. Let me
I'm
check
just
you
going
guys
to
in here. And then
just get
lastly,
my other
we
topic. I'll be right back. I
sure,
just got
no problem.
the idea to talk to Gina about what you'd like to do. Hmm? Huh?
Balancing for Bill.
Yeah.
Balancing would be good.
Okay, we can continue practicing on that. Practice is the one with what gets us there, right? Um, and I think I had another mantra, but it was a little bit longer. Let me see here. Last week we did, didn't put here what we did, what mantra we did last week. I think we should continue with Soham. I think that's the one we did, but can continue with that. Okay, let me close the door here and we'll get started. Anything else other than balancing that you would like to work on, Bill?
Everything.
Everything. Okay, let me close the door here. Let's wait for Miss Gloria to come back. Let's settle in. Hi, there you are.
Sorry, sorry.
No, no problem. Alrighty. So let's get to this.
I should mute ourselves. I'm just going to mute ourselves. Maybe it's better.
Okay, okay, no problem. Alrighty. So let's find our comfortable seat, whatever that means to you today, as we're starting just to settle in our practice today, finding the rhythm of our breath and fully arriving to this moment. And we'll take a deep breath in together and let it out. 2 more just like that. Deep breath in and sigh it out. And one last time, deep breath in and just let it out. And slowly arriving to this moment with this breath, making ourselves any adjustments to find our comfortable seat, perhaps sitting on a blanket. We'll slowly start relaxing the whole body from the top of the head all the way down to the tip of the toes. You can imagine a soft white light tickling down, almost like liquid, dropping down from the top of the head and softening each part of the body as it's being called, relaxing the top of the head, the back of the head, forehead, the eyes, temples, the nose, the cheeks, the jaw, inside the mouth, the chin, relaxing the neck, throat, the pit of the throat, relaxing the shoulders, finding an even rhythm of the breath, relaxing the arms all the way down, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, and all 10 fingers. Taking a deep breath in, feeling the belly and heart expanding. And as you exhale, relaxing the upper chest, the upper back, whole lungs, both lungs, the mid back, finding an even rhythm of breath, relaxing the belly, solar plexus, the navel, the lower abdomen, the lower back. Relaxing all the way down to the pelvis, the base of the spine. Relaxing the sit bones, legs, upper legs, knees, lower legs, ankles, top of the feet, soles of the feet, and all 10 toes. Feeling the whole body fully arriving to this moment, connecting with your breath. Breathing in, noticing that you're breathing in, and breathing out, noticing the breath out. Finding the stillness on your breath. Feeling the belly expand, the chest expand. Feeling all the torso. And as you exhale, releasing your Durga Pranayama, 3-part breath. Breathing in, belly, heart, collarbones. Breathing out, collarbones, heart, belly. And just notice how you feel. And we'll start our practice with the sound and vibration of 3 ohms. Feel free to join or just listen. May keep your hands on your lap. We are welcome to bring your hands to heart center and take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, with chin. Connecting with your breath and connecting with today's mantra for peace. Om Shanti. Your hands can stay at your heart center and we'll move to chanting Om Shanti 3 times. Deep breath in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. That was 1. Deep breath in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. One more time. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. And we'll shift the positions of the hand, placing one hand on your chest and the other one on top, feeling your heartbeat and connecting with what the word peace means to you. How does the word peace feels for you? And visualize yourself in those moments of peace where you feel truly and completely surrendering to a peaceful state. And just connect with what the word peace means to you. What does it represent to you? And perhaps carry that sense of peace throughout our practice today. Taking a deep breath in. And then release the hands, bringing them to your knees, bringing the eyes, blurring your eyes open. And taking a deep breath in, gaze goes up, lifting the chin up. And as we exhale, chin drops down, tucking the chin in, feeling the extension on the back of the neck. Breathing in, lift, gaze goes up. And breathing out, lowering down the neck. And just continue at your own rhythm. And next time we take a breath, we find our way back to center. And as we exhale, we look to the right. Inhale, face go to center, and exhale, facing to the left. Inhale to center. Then on your next exhale, we'll melt the right ear towards the right shoulder. Maybe the right hand goes on top of the head. Maybe the left hand extends to the side. Everything is optional. Just breathe. Inhale back to center, releasing the right hand, and exhaling left ear towards the left shoulder. Perhaps the left hand goes on top of the head. Maybe the right hand extends to the side. And breathe. And on your next breath, coming back to center. Inhale, arms, both arms all the way up towards the sky. And exhale, palms outwards, feeling the air in between your fingertips, lowering their arms down. Inhale, arms come all the way up, and we'll interlace the fingers, palms face towards the ceiling, and we breathe in here. And as we exhale, we tilt to one side. Inhale to center, and then we tilt to the opposite side. Inhale to center, and then we'll bend the elbows, bringing the interlaced fingers towards the towards the neck. And then we open the arms, open the chest as we gaze those up on your inhale. And on the exhale, elbows tuck in, and the belly, the rounds. We round the spine, bring the belly button towards the spine. And inhale, we arch the back, gaze goes up, opening the heart. And exhale, rounding the back, tucking the elbows in, craning your head. And just continue that at your own rhythm, opening the chest, opening the arms. And exhale, tucking the belly in. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, arms above the head, and exhale, arms come all the way down. And let's do a couple of spinal twists in here. Inhale, shifting forward, and let's move in our spinal circles at your own rhythm. You can go faster, slower. And next time we move to center, let's switch the positions of the legs. So the front leg is now on the back. And we'll move on the opposite direction. And coming to center. And let's start opening the hips here, bringing the soles of the feet together. Perhaps you want to wrap your hands around the feet, and we'll just bring the knees up and down in our butterfly. If this is perhaps a bit too uncomfortable, if the knees are way up, maybe you want to sit on top of a blanket to have a little bit more room to wiggle in. And just breathe. Connecting once again with the meaning of peace. We take a deep breath in and we breathe out, connecting with the meaning of peace. And we find our stillness here, and we'll tuck the fingers in front of us and slowly start swaying the torso side to side while walking your hands forward. And once you've reached to the lowest part that you'll go in today, then find the stillness and just breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling peace. Exhaling. One more breath in here. And slowly lifting the torso. And from here, we'll extend the right leg forward. Point and flex that right foot. Give it a spin to one side and then to the other side. And perhaps you have your fist give a little bit of massage on the whole right leg. And once again, maybe circling the right foot and simultaneously circling the right wrist, and then moving to the opposite side. And then as we inhale, we bring the arms above the head, keeping the back straight. As we exhale, we forward fold. And once you cannot reach forward with the back straight, then perhaps start rounding the back and get closer to that leg. If the right knee is bothering you or the right hamstring, maybe you just have you can have a blanket or something underneath your knee, just softening that space and breathe. And one more breath in here. And on your next inhale, slowly lifting the torso. And then we'll plant the left foot on the ground. Maybe you want to keep it right next to the right knee, or perhaps you want to cross it over on the outer side of your right thigh. And as we inhale, we bring the arms above the head. And as we exhale, we twist the torso towards the left, hugging your left knee with your right arm. And as we inhale, we lengthen the spine, grow taller. And as we exhale, perhaps we twist a little bit deeper, trying to look over the left shoulder. Maybe the elbow crosses over the knee, maybe just stays right there, hugging it. Today, I'm just hugging the knee. And we breathe. Deep breath in, lengthening the spine, growing taller. Deep exhale, deepening the twist. One more breath. On your next inhale, coming to center. And we'll switch positions, like extending the left knee, bending the right knee, bringing the right foot to the inner thigh. And then once again, you have our fist to massage that left leg. And then we have the left hand and the left foot. So circling around the ankle and wrist, one direction, and then the opposite side. And just let it go. Inhale, arms above the head. And as we exhale, keeping the back straight, we forward fold. And once again, maybe you have either a blanket or something underneath your left knee. Might be helpful. Just breathe. Feel the breath flow in. Follow it all the way in. And following the breath all the way out. One more breath. And slowly lifting the torso. And then planting the right foot on the ground, either on the inner side of your left knee or the outer side, yogi's choice. In either side, just make sure that the foot is planted on the floor. And then as we inhale, we bring the arms above the head. And as we exhale, we twist to the right, hugging the right knee with your left arm. The right hand is supporting your spine. And as we inhale, we lengthen the spine, growing taller, as if there's a string pulling you from the top of your head. And as we exhale, we deepen the twist, perhaps looking over the right shoulder. And breathe. One more breath. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, deepening the twist. One more breath. Coming to center. Now let's extend both legs. Release the flesh underneath you. Inhale, arms come above the head. And as we exhale, keeping the back straight, forward fold. And once you cannot go forward with the back straight, then round the back, upper back. And then allow the torso to get closer to those legs. And breathe. One more breath here. Slowly lifting the torso. And let's find our way to our all fours. You can have a blanket underneath your knees if you like. Just find the place that makes stable, aligning the wrists with the shoulders and the knees with the hips. And maybe wag the tail from side to side. And as we inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart into your cow. Exhale, round the back, tuck the tail in into your cat. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, cow. Exhale, round the back, tuck the tail in, cat. Just continue at your own rhythm. Connecting with the breath. Feel the movement, the rhythm of the breath. And finding your center. Now let's do a couple of circles here, as if you're drawing a circle with your belly button. And then moving on the opposite side. Coming to center. On your next inhale, bring that right foot in between your hands, perhaps having blocks next to you. And then from here, we'll just start inhaling, shifting the torso forward, dropping the hips down as you inhale. And as you exhale, shifting the hips towards the back, lengthening and feeling the right leg straighten. Inhale, shifting the torso forward, dropping the hips down. Exhale, hips to the back, straight right leg. And just continue at your own pace. Find your own flow. On your next inhale, we'll lift the torso, lift the arms. Exhale, perhaps finding a deepening back bend, dropping the hips forward and breathing. One more breath in here. Exhale, frame the foot with your hands and simply step the right foot towards the back and bring in the left foot in between your hands and blocks. Now let's do the same thing on the other side. Inhaling, shifting the torso forward, dropping the hips down. Exhaling, bring the hips towards the back, lengthening that left leg straight. Inhale, shifting the torso forward, dropping the hips down. Exhale, straight left leg. Continue at your flow. One more breath, one more flow here. And then inhale, lifting the torso, arms above the head. Relaxing the shoulders, opening the heart. Just breathe. One more breath. Exhale, frame the foot with your hands and simply step the left foot down, back to table. And then from here, you can move the blocks to the side. As you inhale, we'll extend the right leg towards the back. And then once again, shift forward and back, stretching that right foot, ankle, toes. And as you inhale, you can lift the right foot off the ground. You can stay right here. Option to lift the left arm, finding your balance and breathe. Beautiful. One more breath. Exhale, lower it down. Let's go to the other side, extending the left leg and just shift forward and back, stretching that left foot, left toes. On your next breath, maybe lifting that left foot off the ground. Toes are pointing towards the floor. Maybe staying right here, or perhaps the right arm reaches forward, finding your balance and breathe. One more breath. Exhale, lower it down. Tuck the toes in, lift the hips, finding your Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And then pedal the feet, do the things you like to do here. And let's go ahead, bringing the left foot in at the center. Then inhale, right leg up towards the ceiling, bend the knee and open the hips. And maybe rotate your ankle or even your knee to one side in circles, and then to the other side. Inhale, extend the legs where the hips, right foot comes down. Inhale, left leg up towards the ceiling, and then bend the knee and open the hips. And again, you can rotate either the ankle or the knee, total optional, either one. And if you rotate to one side, let's move to the other side. And then inhale, extend the legs, square the hips, left foot comes down. Inhale, look in between your hands and walk your feet to meet the hands. Inhale into a half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Then soften the knees in here, grab onto opposite elbows, let the head hang heavy, and sway gently from side to side. Release the hands if you are holding onto the elbows. Inhale once again into one more half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Samasthiti. And breathe. Just breathe. Inhale, arms all the way above the head, and we'll interlace the fingers, all except the pointer finger. And we have the arms reaching towards the sky. And as we exhale, we tilt the torso to one side. Inhale to center. Exhale the opposite side. Inhale to center. Exhale through the center line we go, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step the right foot towards the back. Drop the knee. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, rise to your low lunge. Exhale, frame the foot with your hands, stepping back. Either knees chest down or chaturanga, shift forward and lower all the way down for this first one. Roll the shoulder blades towards the back. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, lower it down. Find your way into downward facing dog. And just breathe. Inhaling peace. Exhaling calmness. One more breath in here. And on your next exhale, bring that right foot in between your hands. Drop the left knee towards the floor. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, rise. Just breathe. Exhale, frame the foot with your hands. Step the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Samasthiti. Let's do this one more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step the left foot towards the back. Drop the knee towards the ground. Inhale, rise. Exhale, frame the foot. Either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, yogi's choice. Inhale to your back, bend up dog or cobra. For up dog, knees and hips are off the ground. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just breathe. On your next breath, bring the right foot towards the ground. Drop the left knee. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, rise to your low lunge. Exhale, frame the foot with your hands. Step the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to Samasthiti. And just breathe. Just breathe. One more breath in here. And then from here, let's bring the left foot towards the back, finding our way into warrior two. So the right knee is bent, is in line with the ankle. And aligning your arms with your shoulders. So the right knee is bent and the left leg is straight. And just breathe in here. Gaze is towards the right middle finger. And then inhale, shift forward. Reverse your palm, reverse your warrior. And back to side angle, coming all the way down. And your arm can stay right here on your thigh, or perhaps you want to bring it down to a block. And just breathe. You got it. And then inhale, lifting back to warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Back to side angle. And again, you can keep your arm on your thigh or have it down on your block. And just breathe. One more breath in here. And then we'll frame the right foot, bringing the left hands down. And then we'll walk the right knee, the right foot to the edge of the mat. So the right heel is on the mat and the toes are pointing outwards on the mat. And you can stay right here, or you can soften the knee down onto the floor and breathe. And you can stay right here. Option to open, close a little bit that right knee. An option to lower down into your forearms, or even using a block to come down into your forearms. Couple of options. And just breathe. And you can stay, or you can stay all the way up. Beautiful. One more deep breath in here. And if you're down, slowly start lifting the torso. Head the blocks, put them aside. And then from here, curling your back toes, lift the knee off the ground, and then simply step back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. One more breath in here. On your next breath, bring the left foot in between your hands, and we cartwheel our hands to find our way into warrior two on the other side. So the left knee is bent, knee is in line with the ankle, and the right leg is straight. And just breathe. Aligning the arms with your shoulders, and gaze is towards the left middle finger. Inhale, shifting forward, flipping the palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Taking a breath in here. Exhaling to side angle. The right arm can reach towards the sky, or it's okay to keep it right on your waist. Option to lower down the left hand either to a block or the floor, or you can keep it right here, resting on your left leg. And breathe, opening the heart, avoiding collapsing the right shoulder down, trying to opening the heart, bring the right shoulder towards the back. Beautiful. One more breath. On your next breath, let's find our way back to warrior two once again. And the next breath, reverse your warrior. And once again, side angle. Option to lower down the left hand to the floor or a block. And keep the heart open, bring the right shoulder blade towards the back. Beautiful. One more breath. Exhale and we'll frame the foot with your hands. Move the block away if it was there. And then we'll pivot the foot so the left heel is on the mat and the toes are outside the mat pointing. And you can keep the right knee off the floor, or you can relax it down on the floor. You can keep the arms straight, or perhaps you want to use blocks. Find your lizard with your blocks on your forearms or the floor. Several options for different lizard yogis. Connecting with the breath. One more breath in here. And as we exhale, we start lifting the torso, putting the blocks to the side if they were there. And we'll simply step the left knee towards the back, finding our way into tabletop position, taking a deep breath in here and exhale, finding our way into child's pose. And breathe. Maybe a water break. One more breath in here. And slowly we start finding our way back to tabletop. Aligning wrists with the shoulders and knees with the hips. Taking one more breath in here. And as we exhale, we'll lift the right knee off the floor, keeping a 90-degree angle here. And exhale, bringing the knee to the to nose. Inhale, lifting, having that 90-degree angle on your leg. Exhale, knee to nose. And once again, inhale, lift. And exhale, knee to nose. Hold it here. Activate the core for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lifting once again, hold, keeping that 90-degree angle on the leg. Just breathe in here. And then maybe you want to stay right here, or maybe you're going to have your left hand coming towards the back to hold onto your right foot. Opening the heart and breathe. Trying to lift the knee off the ground. That's it. One more breath. Exhale, release. And finding your way back to table. Wag your tail from side to side. Inhale, coming to center. Repositioning ourselves. And as you inhale, lifting that left leg, finding that 90-degree angle. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, knee to nose. And inhale, lifting. And exhale, knee to nose. And now, inhale, lift, and keep that knee high. And then right hand can come around and grab onto that foot. And you press down your foot onto that hand. And breathe. Opening the heart. Lifting the knee. And breathe. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Wag the tail from side to side. And child's pose. One more breath here. Inhale, coming back to tabletop. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart into cow. Exhale, round the back, tuck the tail in into cat. Tuck your toes in, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee and open the hips. Inhale, extend the legs, square the hips. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose, which is totally optional. Inhale, extend. And exhale, knee to nose. And we hold for 3, 2, 1. Place that right foot in between your hands. Cartwheel your hands so we open up to warrior 2. And we breathe here. Lining the knee with your ankle on your right foot, on your right leg. And the back left leg is straight. And if you have a block, position perhaps that block in front of your left foot. I'm sorry, your right foot. Finding your warrior 2. Just breathe. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. Next breath, reverse your warrior. And on this next exhale, we'll keep the knee bent and shortly pivot the torso forward to land your right hand on that block in front of your right foot. You can also use the wall instead. We keep the hips opening to the side and make the left hand stays on your waist. And breathe. One more breath. You got it. And exhale slowly, coming back towards you. You got it, you got it. And just breathe. Cartwheel your hands, bring that foot with your hands. Simply step to downward facing dog. Take your time, take a couple of breaths. Feel free to find child's pose as we take a few breaths in here. One more breath. And let's move to the other side. Inhale, left leg up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee, open the hips. Inhale, extend the legs, square the hips. Next, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose, and we hold for 3, 2, 1, and then plant that left foot in between your hands. As we exhale, we cartwheel our hands, find our warrior 2 on the other side. Inhale, shift the torso forward, flip the palm, reverse your warrior as you exhale. Next breath, side angle. Next breath, reverse your warrior. Side angle. Make sure you have your block in front of your left foot. You know where we're going. Next breath, reverse your warrior. And exhale, shifting the torso forward, finding your half moon on the other side. You got it. One more breath. You got it. You got it. You got it. And exhale, finding your warrior 2. Cartwheel your hands, vinyasa or straight to down dog, and then child's pose. One more breath in here. As we inhale, we find our way back to table, and then we'll walk our legs back and find our way into crocodile, resting one hand on top of the other, and then resting your forehead on top of your stacked palms. And maybe swag your tail from side to side. As we inhale, we find our way into Sphinx, aligning the elbows with the shoulders. And perhaps we have a gaze down lengthening the neck area. And then as we inhale, we gently bring the head back to center as far as it feels comfortable for you. And then we find our half frog, so bending the left knee, having a 90-degree angle on that left leg. And then we'll have the right hand go underneath your extended left elbow. And then we drop down the right elbow, maybe the right arm, and reach towards the back, finding a spinal twist here. Beautiful. Just breathing, connecting once again with how peace reflects in your life. How do you feel peace in your life? Can you connect with the moment and just be that definition of peace? Om Shanti. One more breath here. Slowly come back. Release this twist. And then we bring the torso back down. Keep that half frog, that left knee bend for a few breaths. Dropping the forehead down into the floor. And then slowly bringing that right leg, the left leg to meet the right. Finding your crocodile pose once again, wagging the tail from side to side. And just breathing here in your crocodile, finding some stillness first. And then we bend the right knee, aligning the knee with your hip, finding a 90-degree angle on that side. Just breathe. And then maybe lifting the torso, finding the Sphinx, if that's okay for your low back. Maybe stretching your arms as heel, and then bringing the left hand underneath your right elbow, extending the left arm to the right side, and then slowly rolling the torso towards your back, and bringing your right shoulder blade towards the floor on the right side, towards your right arm. Finding your spinal twist here. And just breathe. And slowly coming back, bringing the right hand to the left, meet the left, and slowly finding that half frog pose. It's where half frog meets crocodile. So your right knee is still in line with your hip in a 90-degree angle, that right leg. And your forehead is resting on that pillow that you've made with stacking your hands one on top of the other. And just breathe. And then slowly we bring that right leg to meet the left, back to crocodile. Maybe wag the tail from side to side and just breathe. And then slowly now to simply roll yourselves up to have the face up. I'll turn around so I can see you guys. And maybe you can have a block near you as we move to our supported bridge pose. So you can simply have the knees bent, pointing towards the ceiling, and the blocks supporting your sacral. And just breathe. Breathing in peace. Breathing out release. You can stay right here, or perhaps you want to lift the legs up. Or if you have shoulder span in your practice, maybe you want to go for that at this time. One more breath in here. If you're in shoulder stand, perhaps find your way to plow, Balasana. And then very slowly going vertebra by vertebra, gently releasing. If you had the block underneath you, maybe removing the block. And from here, maybe finding your fish pose, positioning your hands under your sit bones, inhaling, lifting the chest, having the top of the head on the ground. And exhale, release. One more breath in here. And slowly releasing your fish ghost and finding your way into your Shavasana, resting pose, allowing yourself to just release, letting go. And at this point, we connect with the meaning of peace. And as you breathe in, you can imagine a wave flushing upwards, bringing peace and serenity. And as you breathe out, the wave flushes away every tension in your body. Breathing in that fresh wave brings calmness, peace, and joy. And breathing out, feeling the whole body refresh and at ease. And just let go. I'll be quiet for a few minutes. Deepening the breath. Peace. Om Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Om. Om Shanti Shanti Om. Om Shanti Shanti Om. Om Shanti Shanti Om. Taking a deep breath in here, letting it go. Slowly bringing movement to your body, wiggling fingers and toes, moving your head from side to side, making wider movements in the body, slowly moving the torso. Perhaps as you take a deep breath in, maybe stretching the arms above the head. And as you exhale, lowering those arms down, maybe bringing the knees towards your chest. Then you give yourself a big, loving, and slowly moving to one side.